This is starting to get a little bit pricey now. This is Johnnie Walker 18, also known as Platinum Label. So first things first, I'm going to say that it's brilliant that Diageo Johnnie Walker have decided to give this bottling an 18-year-old age statement. What is not so brilliant is that they've aged this for nearly 2 decades and they've decided that it's okay to bottle it at the legal bare minimum strength. But enough of that, let's get on with the nosing and tasting. So the nose is very pleasant. It's a delicate whisky, maybe something that years ago we would have called a feminine whisky. But not a bland nose. It's very sweet, quite subtle, very fruity. So I'm getting some nice pineapple there, so tropical fruitiness, nice, bright, light, sweet and sour, fruity. And also some coconut fudge and some marshmallow vanilla notes. So as well as being very fruity, I'm getting lots of notes that you might associate with a well-aged grain whisky, but has to be said that it is more complex than your average grain whisky. There's actually some nice mintiness on the nose, as well as some well-aged earthy smokiness. Not a huge amount, but it's definitely there. But it does always come back to that certain wininess. I may be completely wrong, but to me this smells like they've added some wine casks into the mix, and it's not overpowering, and I actually quite like it. I'm not a huge fan of wine finishes or generally wine casks at all, to be honest, but in here, if it is wine that I'm picking up, that works really well. So nose is delicate, light, but very nice. Let's see how it tastes. So you can definitely taste the age in this one. There's absolutely no immaturity at all. And a recurring flavour that keeps coming back is that oily, well-matured old malt note, which is really nice. Also getting some more pineapple, oranges, and again a little smokiness coming through, just a little accent there. I would actually say that the main flavour on the palate is that old, mature, well-aged maltiness that actually stands out above anything else. As for the finish, I'm going to say sweet, but actually quite short and quite weak, and that could very well be down to the 40% bottling strength. But you're really not getting much on the finish there. There's some sweetness and a little bit of those slightly winey, resinous notes, and that's really about it. It's over very quickly. So as for a grade, I'm going to give this one a B-. So that's one step down from the gold label, which is a little bit surprising, a little bit damning, in that this bottling is twice the price of the gold label. And it has to be said that you can definitely smell and taste the age that's gone into this. But overall, I think that the Johnnie Walker 18 or Johnnie Walker Platinum label is just too tame, especially with that very weak, very short finish. And it perhaps suffers from a problem that many distilleries suffer from, which is that distilleries that produce a lighter, subtler, milder spirit, they can often be quite nice at younger or medium ages, but when you get up to the high teens or beyond, the spirit can either get dominated by the cask, or you just end up with very little flavour left there at all. You end up with something that, as it gets older, rather than becoming more complex and refined, it in a way becomes over-refined and heads into bland territory. I think you really see that in Glenmorangie, when you have a well-aged Glenmorangie that doesn't have a cask finish. They really get quite light and mild in their older years, and also a lot of Irish whisky. And I have to say that this Johnnie Walker 18-year-old or Platinum label really reminds me of some of the better Irish whiskies. So what is my opinion on this whisky? It's not bad in any way at all, but I think I'm going to have to say I'd only recommend it if you are a fan of your Irish whiskey and you're looking for something a bit special, or if you're the sort of person that generally likes their whiskies on the lighter, milder side. If that's the case and you're looking for a little bit of an extravagant treat, by all means give it a go. Otherwise, possibly not. Cheers.